its parent, affiliates, or stations. VCMG Live is not responsible for any content, information, or opinions expressed. User bears full responsibility for their reliance on such content, information, or opinions.
Would you love to deepen your spiritual connection and create a conscious shift in your life? Do you seek answer to human experience? Well, welcome to Spiritually Speaking with Sarah. It's a 2.5-hour safe haven for your questions and Spirit's answers. And you can transform your life right now on VCMG in South Florida. Sarah Spiritual is a gifted spiritual advisor, coach, and medium who can assist you to connect the light within and transcend beyond the limits of all possible experience and knowledge. For the next 2.5 hours, listen and call in toll-free 866-9-SARAHS. That's 866-972-7247. And watch Sarah Spiritual live on Facebook and YouTube and share love and light.
The world is changing now, and we don't know where to go. The world is different now, and people have lost their way. It's just not easy to be who we want to be, 'cause the world is changing now. We can't walk the way we did. We don't know the path. We have to listen to our heart. The ways that worked before, they don't work anymore. We have lost our love for everyone. We have hurt each other. The world is changing now. It's asking us to move along, to open up a different way of loving one another. We can't stay the same. We've lost the game of life. We can't run away anymore. The world is changing now. We need to heed the warning. The world is calling you to rise above where you've been. The world is changing now. What we did before doesn't work. It's time for you. It's time for me to change. The world is changing now. Won't you change and open your heart? Open your heart.
Yes, indeed. Open your heart. We are here. All of us are here together helping you every step of the way on Spiritually Speaking with Sarah. And we are answering your questions all across the nation. We'll pop the call-in number for all of you at 866-972-7247. And we're getting messages from the universe. So where are you in the universe? What is happening for all of us? It is time for a change. The world is changing now. So it's time for us to listen to our heart. It's time for each one of us to step into the power of who we are and adjust our frequency. The universe has been amping up the frequency. Can you feel it? Things are getting ready to shift and change, but not yet. We've got to do our work. We've got to tune in to the inner being of who we are and step into our inner power and do the work. Do the work and accept the fact that we are powerful beings and trust that the universe is going to support us every step of the way. Each one of us is given an opportunity to choose. We make choices every day. But what are your choices? Are you choosing from your mind? Are you choosing from your conditioned beliefs? Or are you choosing from your heart? Your heart aligns to the frequency of the universe. The heart connects you to the divine. The heart always aligns you to that which is of love. And love is a power. And as we move forward in this journey of 2023, we must all recognize that our thoughts, our actions, we are sending out frequencies of experiences and thoughts and words that are creating our lives. So what are you thinking about? And what is the universe mirroring back at you? Are you getting the numbers? Are they showing you a sign? Are you seeing 333 or 444? Or perhaps you're seeing 1111? Are you stepping into this frequency of your day in a positive light? Or are you not in a good frequency? Are you not happy? Are you in this energy of disappointment? Are you feeling that you're holding on to the past and you're unable to let go, and you start a new day dragging the past with you? Everywhere you go, you have an energy. And some people have an energy that is grand, and you can feel it when they walk in the room. We refer to that in the human world as charisma. They've got charisma. They've got pizzazz. They've got this energy. They've got this good mojo. They've got this Midas touch. But you have the power to adjust your frequency. You have the power to create for yourself everything that you want. But it's knowing how you feel. It's understanding that you can do anything from within, from your heart, from the power that is you. Everywhere we turn, we are faced with an opportunity to greet things positively or negatively. Everywhere we go, we have an opportunity to interpret things through our heart or through our human mind. And everywhere we go, we have an opportunity to claim our power. And I don't mean power that usurps another's power. I don't mean power that makes someone else feel less than or not good enough. I'm talking about the power that allows us to feel where we are and be aware of all the things that are going on around us, and to make the choice that's for our highest and our best good. Each one of us has that power. And everyone can move forward in a direction of peace and love if we could only choose to come from love. The world would be a better place. And even though the world is changing, we truly believe that we can make a difference in how it changes. You have that power. You have that consistency. There's a frequency that comes from the divine that is like no other frequency. It is a frequency that brings light and peace and joy. So many times when people come to my center, the Expedito Enlightenment Center, they can feel the difference. You can feel the energy. You feel the shift. You feel the power. And it helps people release whatever's been going on in their day. We have people come to the center in West Palm Beach, and they tell me, I just wanted to come in, walk around, pick up a bundle of sage just because I needed to feel good. Others love to just kind of be around the area of the center, even in the parking lot, believe it or not, just to kind of have a Zen moment before they start their day. I hear all sorts of stories of how the energy is transformative for everyone who comes our way. So what would you love to have in your life? What frequency do you need to adjust? And what habits do you have to break? Some of our very habits that we think are everyday or this is who I am, those habits are actually deterring us from our full potential. Sometimes it's addictions to things that we know aren't good for us, be it carbohydrates or sugar or alcohol or nicotine. And we have to make those shifts. We have to make those changes. Because when we fill our body with things that are weighing us down, that have a low frequency, it removes us from the ability to truly adjust our frequency to the highest of frequencies. The divine frequency, the love frequency, the energy that really helps everyone move forward. The energy that's there to sustain you in a different vibration and light than you've ever felt before. You have to be open for the change. So as we move into this 2023 and we look to the universe for our messages, as we dive into our hearts and our souls, we have to learn to say goodbye. Say goodbye to 2022. Say goodbye to 2021. Lord, say goodbye to 2020. Say goodbye to the stories and the happenings from the past. And let go of those things that have been weighing you down. It's time. What about that relationship that didn't work out? Do you have that feeling inside of you that you feel as if you got wronged? Do you have that sense that you are not in a good place in your life and you're just carrying the past with you and you're not giving yourself permission to change? Are you holding on to a love, an unrequited love? Maybe there's a connection, but it's not taking you to where you ultimately would love to go. So what are you going to do? How can you change? How can you release what you don't have to open up to make room for what you want to have? You see, if you don't have anything in its fulfillment, in its totality, in its truest of experiences, if you don't have it that way, why are we trying to hold on to a aspect of it, a thin little sliver of what it could be, when you look at it, it's more than half empty, and it's not filling your cup. Your cup must always be filled with light and love and peace, and it's no one else's responsibility to do that for you. It is your responsibility to be aware of what you put into the cup and to take the time to fill the cup and to adjust your thoughts, to adjust your words, to adjust your frequency. So many times people say, oh, my paycheck's gone before I even get it. Well, yes, I understand you have obligations, and maybe the math tells you that. But I have more than enough, and abundance flows to me. Is how we want to adjust our frequency to attract more abundance. Maybe you'll get a bonus unexpectedly. Don't say, oh no, not my job, because maybe something else will come your way. The universe is always knocking on our door to give us new opportunities. I had an interesting thing happen to me. I love to go and pick numbers that I know are going to come up. And some of you on the radio show have benefited from the numbers that I've given out. And so I went to play a number a couple of weeks ago, and I looked down at the scratch-offs, and I'm not a scratch-off person. I don't really feel drawn to that. I rather trust my intuition telling me these 3 numbers are coming in the next few days than some random scratch-off. But I looked at the scratch-offs, and number 19 popped up in front of me. And I was like, number 19 looks good. But my human mind said, Well, you don't like scratch off, Sarah Spiritual, so don't pick the scratch off. Don't go for that. Just stick with what you know. So I went off and did my thing and did whatever I had to do, and I just let it go. And then another time, just the other day, when I went to play another number that I was counting on coming in the universe, I saw number 19 again. And this time the feeling was like, you really need to go with number 19. I'm like, okay, universe, you're sending me the frequency. They give me this little frequency, and they're like, come on, little girl, you can do it. And so I said, all right, I'll have 2 of number 19. I didn't want a chance just getting 1. So I said, give me 2 of 19. So I went home, and yes, I scratched, and one of them had a small win. And then the next one had this symbol, and the symbol meant that I got every prize on that scratch-off ticket. I don't know how many columns they were, but it added up to over $225. Maybe it was $250. I haven't cashed it in yet. I'm saving it. It was my win, not from a financial point of view. It was my win for trusting the frequency of the universe, prompting me and telling me, why don't you scratch this? Why don't you do this? It would be wonderful for you to just pick number 19. So then I got in my little human mind, my little analytical mind, and I was like, I wonder what would have happened the last time they said pick 19, what I would have won. But then I said, I can't wallow in that what could have happened, woulda, coulda, shoulda. I could only stand true into what I know I chose to do at this moment. I can't beat myself up for what I didn't do, and that's the unknown. But what I do know is that in the moment that the prompting came a little stronger, because they're like, she's being hard-headed, hit her on the head with it again, I went for it. Well, we all do that. We all ignore the promptings of the universe, and the universe has been talking to us, and they've been talking to us for a really long time. And they send us signs, and they let us know. On Saturday, I was really blessed to sit with a little boy, and it was such a great experience for me. And he was there with his grandma, and he wanted to make connections with loved ones on the other side. And I didn't know who he wanted to communicate with. And some wonderful connections began, and I got to see a dog, I got to see the cat, and I got to see another relative. And then steps forward a woman. And the woman gives me this symbol. She kind of puts her hands together, and she makes a heart with her knuckles together at the top and her thumbs pointing down, and she makes this heart. And that's what I see. And so I say, well, the person I have is making this heart, something about a heart, or she's showing me a heart. And they went, oh, that's what she used to always do in our pictures. She would always do that in the pictures so that she would be sending love in her pictures. And so the little boy perked up. And then we went on. And then the woman that I'm connecting with, she gave me a letter. And the letter was the K. And that's her mom's name, his mom's name. So I was like, wow, it's so cool that when you attune to the universe and you attune to frequencies, our loved ones can come through, our guides, our angels, God can talk to us. And we have to trust the process. So knowing that he wanted to connect with people, of course, I'm like, okay, we have the pets stepping forward, which I love pets, so I'm happy to greet them. And I knew there was more. And I had to be patient and let each frequency transmit to me. I had to allow the person to step forward, the other people to step forward. We had to get information, confirmation, evidence, and then we had to transmit the frequency from me to him and to his grandma so that they would know that she was okay. You have that same opportunity. Every day the universe is transmitting to all of you a story. And you can choose the high frequency story, or you could choose the story that's playing in your mind of there's traffic, I'm not going to be on time, there's technical difficulties, it's not going to work, I have conflict, there's issues, whatever's going on. My family, my children, they're not cooperating, things aren't connecting. whatever your story is that you're living, you have the opportunity to up level to a higher, better frequency and connect to something greater and more. You have that power. Each one of you is always connected. And the universe is talking to you, telling you all you belong to the great universe and the great divine. And that in your choosing to adapt yourself to that frequency and break out to the chains of the human conditioned beliefs of who we are, who we came to be, what's meant to be because this is how it's supposed to be. Well, we have so many things that we could change in our lives, but we refuse to make a change. We become stuck, literally stuck on stupid. Our own stupid tapes playing over and over again, telling us, why change? This is what you know. Don't bother. So we have all an opportunity to make this adjustment and fine tune. So I encourage you all, when you wake up in the morning, say, today is going to be a great day. When you get to work, say, I'm protected, I'm divine, everything's going to work out for me. And I choose to feel good, and I choose to listen to my intuitive voice and not engage with some maybe foolishness that's going on in the energy of the workplace or with a coworker. And send people positive light. Don't let them feel your uncomfortability. Let them feel your positivity. Let them feel your heart. You know, there's a song from E.T., Turn on Your Heart Light, right? It's time for us all to turn the heart light on and allow that frequency to coast you through life, instead of each one of us trying so hard to make it work. If you're finding that you're struggling and you're pushing to make things work, if you're struggling to have happiness in your workplace and you can't find that rhythm, then choose to adapt yourself to a new rhythm within yourself, and that new rhythm of choosing to feel happy is what's going to bring you to a new opportunity for work with more abundance. And when you look at your bills and you choose to let them weigh you down, and yes, I know things have definitely increased. And when you add it all together, it seems like a lot. But the universe will provide. God is always there. We all have a power inside to shift it. But it begins with your perception of how you view and interpret the experience, how you transmit the experience you're living into your physical, energetic being, into your vortex, into your electromagnetic field, and how you transmit that into yourself and allow it to process, sends out a frequency to the universe. Is it going to be the frequency of nobody knows the troubles I've seen, woe is me? Is it the mentality of I'm always a victim, nothing works? Or is it that you have a power to change? You have the power to make peace in everything that you have. The world is changing, but you need to change too. And tune into the frequency of the universe. You're listening to Spiritually Speaking with Sarah. And we are going to take a minute to hear from our sponsors. And then when we come back, we're going to take your phone calls. So stay with us. We'll be right back.
It's just not easy to be who we want to be. 'Cause the world is changing now. We can't walk the way we did. We don't know the path. We have to listen to our heart, the ways that worked before.
Stay tuned for more Spiritually Speaking with Sarah, coming up right after the break. Continue the conversation with Sarah Spiritual on Facebook and YouTube. The phone lines are open too. 866-9-SARAHS. That's 866-972-7232. 24/7.
The opinions expressed on the preceding sponsored program were strictly those of its host, guests, and callers, and not necessarily those of this station, its staff, management, or sponsors.
WWNN AM Pompano Beach, WIRK HD3 Indiantown. Programming paid for by Vic Canales Media Group. Broadcasting live from the Robes Studio. Injured recently? Call the Robes Law Group, where winning is a habit. 561-570-5700. 561-570-5700. Robes, winning for you and our community. This is the one and only
It's Macy's Big Home Sale with an extra 20% off with your coupon or Macy's card. That's on top of great deals on fresh updates, like 30% off fluted dinnerware and glassware from Hotel Collection, and 30% off bedding and bath from Charter Club Damask Designs. Plus, save on home specials, like our best-selling Radley 5-piece sectional sofa for $21.99. Going on now at Macy's. Savings off sale and clearance prices. Exclusions apply.
I'll second guest dinners with friends because they can be interrupted by diarrhea, gas, bloating, stomach pain, or oily stools. It turns out I have EPI, or exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, which means I'm missing the enzymes needed to digest food. My doctor prescribed Creon, pancrelipase, an oral prescription medication that replaces pancreatic digestive enzymes. Creon treats EPI due to cystic fibrosis, chronic pancreatitis, pancreatectomy, or other conditions.
Creon may increase your chance of fibrosing colonopathy, a rare bowel disorder. Tell your doctor if you have a history of intestinal blockage or scarring or thickening of your bowel wall, if you're allergic to pork, or if you have gout, kidney problems, or worsening of painful swollen joints. Call your doctor if you have any unusual or severe gastrointestinal symptoms or allergic reactions. Take Creon as directed by your doctor and always with food. Do not chew capsules, as this may cause mouth irritation. Other side effects may include blood sugar changes, gas, dizziness, sore throat, and cough. These are not all the side effects of Creon.
Creon is the #1 prescribed EPI treatment. Ask your doctor about Creon for EPI and visit creoninfo.com or call 800-633-9110 to learn more. That's CREONinfo.com.
Parenting comes with a lot of questions. At Bye Bye Baby, we're here to help you prep for everything you expected and everything you didn't. Pop by your local store for brands you trust and expert advice. And because we can't wait to meet you, we're giving you extra savings. Text BABY to 42229 for $20 off your in-store purchase of $100 or more. Again, text BABY to 42229 for $20 off. Bye Bye Baby. Welcome to parenthood.
For everything your business needs to make this year your year, Staples has you covered.
I need to organize all my papers and files from last year and the year before that.
Staples has you covered.
I need to clear clutter from my office, and my home office, and my home.
Staples has you covered with everything you need to get organized this year at amazing savings. Right now at Staples, get up to 50% off select file folders, file cabinets, file boxes, and storage bins. Make this year your year at Staples, the working and learning store. Ends 128 in store only.
Sarah Spiritual is a gifted spiritual advisor and medium. She can connect you with your loved ones, your spirit guides, and ascended beings. Sarah specializes in love, relationships, money, career, health, and healing. She has an uncanny ability to convey the true thoughts and emotions of those around you. Just call 561-682-0956 for your personal reading. Life is a spiritual journey, and each situation has a spiritual solution. Just contact Sarah for a personal reading today. 561-682-0956. 561-682-0956. Or visit sarahspiritual.com. Or that number one more time, 561-682-0956. Let Sarah Spiritual and Spirit raise you up.
Hi, I'm Sarah Spiritual, the founder of the Expedito Enlightenment Center. I would love for you to visit me at my spiritual oasis located at 4047 Okeechobee Boulevard in the Tree of Life Plaza in West Palm Beach. Come, feel the energy, sample my spiritual sprays and oils, participate in one of my spiritual development classes, and have a personal reading with me, Sarah Spiritual. Let's see what Spirit has to say. You can call the Expedito Enlightenment Center at 561-682-0955. Not local, Visit me, Sarah Spiritual, at sarahspiritual.com for products, classes, and to book your personal session.
This show is furnished by Sarah Spiritual.
The content, information, and opinions expressed during the related show are those of the show personalities and guest alone, and not those of Vic Canellis Media Group, its parent, affiliates, or stations. VCMG Live is not responsible for any content, information, or opinions expressed. User bears full responsibility for their reliance on such content, information, or opinions.
Welcome back to the next 2 hours of Spiritually Speaking with Sarah as we continue our uplifting and empowering spiritual discussions to transform your life. A gifted spiritual advisor, coach, and medium, Sarah Spiritual will assist you to connect to the light within and transcend beyond the limits of all experience and knowledge. We have another 2 hours to listen and call in 866-9-SARAHs. That's 866-972-7247. And watch Sarah Spiritual live on Facebook and YouTube, and you can share the love and light.
The world is changing now, and we don't know where to go. The world is different now, and people have lost their way. It's just not easy to be who we want to be, 'cause the world is changing now. We can't walk the way we did. We don't know the path. We have to listen to our heart, the ways that worked before, they don't work anymore. We have lost our love for everyone. We have hurt each other.
The world is changing now, and we've got to stop and listen and pay attention. And the world's asking us to get out of our own way and to adapt to a different frequency, a different way of being. So it's time for all of us to just roll up our sleeves. I came with my sleeves all rolled up today because we got to get down and get some work done here and answer your calls. And we appreciate the patience everyone's had as we are navigating, transforming our studio into a different backdrop and some different aspects of the studio so that we're working on lights, camera, sound, and we're working in conjunction with the station. So it's been interesting. And we're really glad that it's not Mercury retrograde anymore, but that doesn't mean we're not still in the shadow of Mercury's smile. And as I said that, one of the lights just went out again, you see. So I don't know what to tell you. It's just interesting. But we're not going to let that. Ain't nothing going to break my stride. Nobody going to slow me down. Oh, no. We got to keep the lights on here. So we're going to go to our phone lines, and we welcome your calls at 866-972-7247. Who said that showbiz is easy, right? It's not. It's always something new. But when I tap into the divine in the universe, it doesn't matter who's shining the light on me. I got the divine shining, and we're going to shine the light onto all of you. And we're going to go to Denise. Denise is in Pembroke Pines. And let's see what's going on. Miss Denise, how are you tonight? Good to have you.
Sarah. How are you?
I'm well. Happy New Year. Good to have you here with all of us. This year is really going to be an important time for you to Vibrate for yourself with what feels good and who feels good in your circle, and breaking yourself of some patterns of worry and things that disrupt you. So, what's your question for us tonight?
Boy, you hit the nail on the head. That's all I do is worry. Business is okay, except that the money flow is not coming like it's done in the past, and that's a big concern of mine. And, I just don't know how to move forward.
Let's look at worry. Worry blocks the flow of a positive outcome. Worry takes the funnel and blocks it. So what's meant to come through the spigots of the divine and empty into you is blocked. And worry uses up your frequency and your energy. So I am a woman who is powerful, and I have created a business that is beneficial to others. And I have built a reputation and connection that helps everyone in the journey of whatever your business is to offer, right? So we know you're in healthcare. So people in their journey of their healthcare, you have this opportunity to assist them. I am the woman who makes a difference in other people's lives. Therefore, the universe supports me, and money flows to me in ways that are with ease and grace. And I never have to worry about what comes my way because I know I'm always provided for. I'm taken care of. The universe always assists me. I am backed by my guides and my angels, and I'm a woman. I'm a woman who's on a mission. And because I'm on this mission, I trust that all of my concerns will be resolved. Therefore, I do not waste my energy on the problems and concerns that I'm faced with daily. I let it roll off my back like a duck getting out of a little lake. And I flip my feathers and I shake it off and I keep moving because I am the woman who is successful. I'm the woman who is abundant. I am the woman who chooses. I choose my frequency to be worry-free. And anyone listening can apply that to their current condition or situation that they would like to shift and change. You see, you're always going to be provided because you stepped out in faith. And not only that, Denise, if you dial back, I know you've been listening to the show for quite a while, and we so appreciate that. So when you dial back and you think of all the guidance Spirit gave you, Spirit said, yes, go ahead and do that. Yes, open another facility. Trust the process, right? And it felt good for you, and you were also on your way to do it. And we served as the confirmation. This is what you should do. Yes, it's working well for you. Why would the universe point you in a direction of something so that you could fail? Never. But the human mind thinks we could fail. We've adapted failure as part of our blueprint. We're never meant to fail. We're meant to shift and change, and some shifts and changes are uncomfortable. But we as humans perceive them as a failure. We perceive them as something that came upon us and blocked us and ruined us. When really it was us, we, who stepped away from the frequency of everything's going to be fine and work out for us, and everything is going to grow and increase. And you're taking on the worries of others, not just your own personal self. You're taking on the worries of family, and everyone, they have their big boy and girl pants on. Let them figure it out. And don't worry what's going to happen. If you truly believe that God is in control, then give God the wheel. God, I have concerns about my family members. I give you the wheel. And when I feel concerned, angels, I give you permission to give me a knock on the noodle and remind me that you all have it. Thank you, God. I am grateful for the freedom that I choose to have. That's how you're going to navigate this. But business is going to be fine. And I realized that last year, you're welcome, last year and the year before, maybe you were a little busier at this particular time, but I almost feel like everybody's a little slower behind in the uptake. So people are going to begin to pick up, business will pick up about the third week in February. So keep us posted on this.
Okay.
Thanks, Denise.
I will. And
all right.
With my...
You just cut out. Did I see what?
What?
I couldn't hear you. Did I see what?
Anything with my husband. He hasn't come in a long time.
Yes. Your husband is in a state of transition and almost like a settling in, but know that he's around you and he's waiting something about some news. So he's waiting for some news to come through, and then he's going to show himself. There's something about news coming.
Okay.
All right. Thank you so much, Denise, and keep us posted onto the news. And the way I say news is they gave me a newspaper, so news is coming. All right. Bye, honey. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Bye for now.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
We welcome you to the show of Spiritually Speaking with Sarah right here on VCMG, the oldie stations at 95.3, 96.9, on 1470 AM, 95.9, 106.9, and 103 HD3. We are so glad to have you listening. And if you just picked up the signal and you're cruising down the highway in your car and you're like, what is going on? We're answering your questions. 866-972-7247. And we are so glad to be connecting with all of you. And we're going to take a minute and go to another call. And I've got Jackie in Sebring. And oops, lo and behold, the lights went out again. So we'll just have to have them play with the lights. Jackie, how are you? Good to have you here.
Thank you. I'm good. How are
Good.
you?
I am great. Good to be connected with you. And as we look at this energy here around you, what is your question for us?
And I had a rough 3 years, I would say, and I'm stuck on a past relationship, even though I've taken myself out of the relationship for a year.
Right.
But I'm stuck. I moved myself states. I've done transformations, but I'm still stuck. And now I'm thinking, okay, I question my past constantly. Now what's my next move?
Great.
So I don't know. I'm bothered.
So that's a great place to be because you're recognizing that you're feeling stuck. So who inside of you doesn't want to let go of the relationship? Who inside of you doesn't feel as if you are worthy of having a new start? Who inside of you feels that you're almost responsible for this past relationship ending it, coming to a close, even though I know it was out of your control that it closed? So when I look at that, I ask you this question. Why can't you let go? Oh, you can't let go because, and you fill in the blank, right? So I can't let go because I wanted it to be different. I wanted the story to be different. And in the energy of creating a story for ourselves, we hold on to the fantasy of what could have been.
I can't let go because...
So as you let go of this story, you have to give yourself permission to write a new story. And you haven't given yourself permission for that. There's some misalignments and miscommunications that still plague you and play in your mind in this past relationship. It got a little gnarly, my guides tell me, at the end. Is that true?
Correct.
Okay.
Very much so.
And you felt trapped, but at the same time, you wanted it to work and be fixed. Quite the contradiction within oneself, right? Because they show me you tied up,
like war.
but they also show you wanting to go, but then they show you wanting to stay, and you were in that flux for quite a while before it actually all blew up in your face. But you weren't responsible. I am the woman who is powerful beyond measure. I am not responsible for other people's actions and reactions. I'm only responsible for how I choose to interpret it, and I choose not to take this personally because that person's actions do not define me. They do not define me. I am worthy of another relationship. And when I create the intention of having a new relationship and free myself from the financial shackles that I'm in, because somehow there's a part of me that feels as if I'm meant to suffer, I have to choose to let that go. And so when I look back, Jackie, and I have to go back to the age of 7, where did you not feel safe and happy at age 7?
Oof. My parents struggling.
And so you were almost like the outcast, looking on the outside in, trying to figure out how it could just be happy and peaceful. And you just wanted to be a little girl. And that little
Yes,
girl
I had to
is
fix the relationship.
you had to fix their relationship. They show me that. I see that. And so when I look at that aspect of your relationship with your family, I say that little Jackie, she's the one who feels that she must be doing something wrong because she can't fix people. She can't make it work. She can't change the outcome of things. That's the little girl who's stuck inside and is suffering. That's the little girl that we want to retrieve. We want her to come forward and recognize that she's worthy. Now, Jackie, I want to do something with you just for just a very brief second, because I can't spend too much time on this, but I want to take you. So, age 7, what town were you living in?
California.
Okay.
Los Angeles.
And can you see where you live? Did you live in a house or an apartment?
Apartment.
Okay. So, I want you to just close your eyes for a minute, and I want you to see yourself going up to that apartment building. I want you to see yourself going in. And I want you to see yourself walking whichever direction you have to go. And let me know when you can visibly see yourself in your mind's eye, as you are now, with whatever you're wearing. Hopefully they're not pajamas. And standing outside the door of your apartment. Let me know when you can pull that up in your mind.
I can see it.
You can see it. Now, Jackie, I want you to open that door, and I want you to walk into the apartment, and I want you to close the door behind you. And I want you to take a nice breath, and I want you to feel the energy of that apartment. And I'm sure it has a feeling to it. What does it feel like? Your adult self is standing there, but what does that apartment that you lived in when you were 7 feel like to you?
Heavy.
It's heavy. So now where would we go to find little Jackie? Where did you used to go to hide or be by yourself? Where was your safe place in your apartment?
I wasn't. I was always out on my bike having fun with my friends and stuff.
Okay. So we're going to go find little Jackie because we need to have a serious talk with her. We cannot talk to her if she's pedaling down a hill. So where's your room? See yourself walking towards your bedroom. You had your own room?
Yes. With my sister, but yes.
Okay. So I want you to see yourself going to your room.
Wow.
And I want you to see yourself standing at the doorway of your bedroom. And as you stand there, is the door to your bedroom open or is it closed?
It's open.
Okay. So see your adult self as you stand, and I want you to peer back into the past, and I want you to zoom in and tell me where in that room is little Jackie?
On the bed.
Okay. I want you to take a step into the room, and I want you to say out loud, Jackie, can I come in? Go ahead.
Jackie, can I come in?
I've come to keep you safe. Go ahead.
Keep you safe.
I've come to keep you company.
I've come to keep you company.
Does she look at you? Can she see you?
Oh, well, yes, she's smiling.
I want you to go sit next to her. And I want you to look at her and I want you to say, Jackie, you did nothing wrong.
Jackie, you did nothing wrong.
None of this is your fault.
None of this is your fault.
The adults are doing the best they can.
The adults are doing the best they can.
And they're not doing a good job, are they?
And they're not doing a good job, are they?
I'm sorry you feel afraid.
I'm sorry you feel afraid.
And you don't feel good enough.
You don't feel good enough.
You deserve love.
You deserve love.
And I love you.
And I love you.
You're worthy to have the life you want.
You're worthy to have the life you want.
And to have fun.
And to have fun.
I thank you because you made me the woman I am today.
I thank you because you made me the woman I am today.
Because of you, I am courageous. I am kind.
Because of you, I am courageous. I am kind.
I can do anything I set my mind to.
I can set anything I set my mind to.
I didn't want you here alone. I'm sorry you've been alone.
I'm sorry I didn't want you here alone. I'm sorry I didn't hear that.
That's okay. Ask her, Jackie, will you come with me to a new life?
Jackie, will you come with me to a new light?
You don't have to stay trapped here anymore.
You don't have to stay trapped here anymore.
It's time for us to be loved.
It's time for us to be loved.
And feel safe.
Feel safe.
Will she come with you? Will she take your hand?
I don't see it. She's just next to me.
Okay. Tell her it's okay.
Okay. Come on. Just smiling.
Give her a hug. Let her know I'll take care of you.
Oh, she's coming.
Okay.
I don't know. I'll take care of you. Come on. Come on.
And tell her none of this is your responsibility.
None of this is your responsibility.
Take her out of the room and take her to the apartment door. And before you open that apartment door, I want you to look at her and say, I love you.
I love you.
And we're going to create a life of love.
We're going to create a life of love.
We're done here.
We're done here.
Free to be happy. Let's go.
Free to be happy. Let's go.
And then lead her out the door.
No.
Take her out towards the apartment door of the building. Lead her out that door. Let that door slam behind you. Take a nice breath and see the two of you fade off into the distance.
Wow.
That's
Thank
you're welcome. That's just a snippet of what we can do on a process called soul integration. Learn about it on my website. And we need to bring her to feel safe and loved so that she knows she doesn't have to stay trapped in the past. Because she's like caught in a loop and she can't get out. Things will change for you. This is a year for you to bring in new opportunities for yourself. It is the year for you to step into your personal power and self-love. So trust the process. Remember to talk to her every time you feel stuck and stagnant. Say to her, it's okay, Jackie. We're going to have a new beginning, a fresh start. I love you. Let's go enjoy ourselves. For now, Jackie, we trust we've been of service for you tonight.
Thank you so much. You're a blessing.
You're welcome. Thank you. My pleasure. Bye for now.
Good night.
Good night.
Bye-bye.
We're going to take a minute to hear from our sponsors, and then when we come back, we're going to continue making connections for all of you all across the nation. And let's not forget our friends on Facebook. Be sure to leave your questions and messages in our Facebook feed and in our YouTube feed, because we will come back and answer those questions as well. Stay with us, everyone. You're listening to Spiritually Speaking with Sarah right here on VCMG Live on the Oldie Station. We're so glad you're tuning in. Share the light, share the love. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Stay tuned for more Spiritually Speaking with Sarah, coming up right after the break. Continue the conversation with Sarah Spiritual on Facebook and YouTube. The phone lines are open too. 866-9-SARAHS. That's 866-972-7247.
Sarah Spiritual is a gifted spiritual advisor and medium. She can connect you with your loved ones, your spirit guides, and ascended beings. Sarah specializes in love, relationships, money, career, health, and healing. She has an uncanny ability to convey the true thoughts and emotions of those around you. Just call 561-682-0956 for your personal reading. Life is a spiritual journey, and each situation has a spiritual solution. Just contact Sarah for a personal reading today. 561-682-0956. 561-682-0956. Or visit sarahspiritual.com. Or that number one more time, 561-682-0956. Let Sarah Spiritual and Spirit raise you up.
Come visit the Expedito Enlightenment Center for an extensive array of spiritual products, crystals, books, classes, readings, and healing services in a beautiful spiritual oasis. You must visit the Expedito Enlightenment Center in West Palm Beach. Come feel the energy and explore our unique products. Arrange for your own personal spiritual reading with Sarah Spiritual for spiritual insight. The Expedito Enlightenment Center is located at 4047 Okeechobee Boulevard, Suite 129 in West Palm Beach. Call 561-682-0955. Visit online at expeditoenlightenmentcenter.com. That's EXPEDITO enlightenmentcenter.com for yourself. Or for a thoughtful gift, there's no better place to visit than the Expedito Enlightenment Center in West Palm Beach. Call 561-682-0955 or visit online at expeditoenlightenmentcenter.com.
You are listening to Spiritually Speaking with Sarah, your spiritual advisor and medium. Connect with Sarah Spiritual and be in the energy of light. Call right now, Sarah Spiritual, at 866-9-SARAHS. That's toll free, 866-972-7247. Just ask your questions or message Sarah Spiritual live on Facebook and YouTube.
Did you call me with your song? Because you know that you know me. Every soul has its story, like a movie playing in a different theater. Characters, they change like water into wine.
The characters, they change like water and wine, and everything comes when the stars align. That's what we're trying to do, align you to the frequency, align you to what's coming up next. We're going to go to our Facebook friends and our YouTube friends and pull a couple of questions. We've got some questions in the queue. I haven't even been in Facebook yet to see what's going on and who's there. So we are looking forward to seeing who is on our Facebook feed. Let's see what we've got going on. Okay. we have Farah, and she says, can I get some tips from my angels and guides about my upcoming driving test? Well, Miss Farah, let me tell you here, it is really actually a good time for you to focus. I hope your driving test is after January 29th, because that seems to be when things really open up for you, Farah. Don't be nervous. Let the angels take the wheel, Farah, so that you can do well in your driving test. And remember that you are tied into the universe and the universal flow. Therefore, they will be assisting you. Just relax. We should have some good news from this driving test. Look both ways. Remember to use your signal. Everything will be fine. Thanks so much, Farah, for your question on our Facebook page. Let's see who else we have here. And let's see, we've got Cheryl Gray. Cheryl Gray says, well, we finally together, for the rest of our lives, we have been told Sarah that we're soulmates. So she has her partner with her, and she wants to know, are we actually soulmates? And so when I look at the energy, the two of you have a really strong connection. Your partner has this very strong energy of being very in tune with you and who you are and how you are meant to be together. But sometimes I feel like there's a little pull and take, and we are really trying to work into a better rhythm. He sometimes doesn't take the responsibility for his part in the story, so we have to kind of be a little more passionate and compassionate about living in the moment with him so that he can feel more secure in this moving forward. You know, soulmates sometimes can be a little bit of a handful. So as a soulmate, you want to understand that the two of you have not only come to be together, but to learn some lessons. So when you hit that little bump in the road and you're thinking, what's going on? It's a lesson. It's a test from the universe. How can we break through this and meet on higher ground? Keep us posted on this journey, Cheryl. It's definitely going to keep you on your toes and give you a run for your money. When I move fast into the month of June, that's when things should become much more aligned, and we'll know if we've got all the right mix to mix it together and bake a really beautiful cake. All right. Thanks so much for your Facebook question. We're going to take our phone calls next, and then we'll go back to our Facebook and our YouTube. So let's see who's on the phone with us. We've got Jamila. Jamila is in Chicago. Jamila, how are you? Good to have you here.
How are you?
I am good. Good to connect with you and make this strong connection with you. What is your question for me?
Yes. Well, your first caller, everything you said applied. I really was at a loss for words. So I really don't even know what to ask you, but I kind of want to update you because it's been a minute since I've talked to you.
Yes.
2022 was hell. Drag.
That's all right. You made it through.
Yes, I did. And in 2022, I incorporated yoga every day and working out. And now I've upped the ante and I feel more centered. And just ready to go forward and take on the world. But the only blockage that I have is
that you think you have
a blockage within myself.
Yes. So let's take a breath. Hold on. Take a breath.
Okay.
This is where we're at. Oh, yes, I hear that song. Get on, sit down, sit down, sit down, sit down. You're rocking the boat, right? So you got to sit down. You got to get out of your head. You're rocking the boat. The universe is trying to take you to where you need to be. And you are checking things off like Santa Claus, right? We're checking the list and making sure everything's there. But what you need to do now is allow all the work you have done to begin to pan out for you. This is the year that you break out of this sense of feeling like you've lived in a box and lived your life based on how everyone else perceived you should be. And now you're finally stepping into who you've come to be. It is a creative time. It's a time to break routine. If there was ever a time to begin to make a change as to how we earn a living, what we want to do for work and career, This is the time for us to
Yes.
take all of our skill sets and begin to apply them so that by the time your birthday comes, then you're going to be able to be popping out of a box and stepping into the path of your new destiny for career. This is going to facilitate additional finances. This is going to give you a better work-life balance. This is going to free your mind and allow you to just ride the flow. And the universe is bringing
Yes.
you the right circle of people to be supportive. I feel like you've cleaned house in the past year as well, and you separated yourself from people
Yes.
who were the naysayers and did not believe in you. And you had to stop and say, I need to believe in me, and I have to stop listening to these bunch of parrots that are bickering all around me and bringing me down, right?
Yes.
So you are really in a
Yes.
great flow. Now, I also want to prepare
Okay.
you for love. Love is a powerful
Yes.
tool here for you. So I want you ready for everything. Like everything's coming.
I'm ready.
Okay? Everything's coming. I hear the song, Everything's Coming Up Roses for you and for me. So I've got that energy, right? Clear the decks. Like clear it. Jamila's coming out, honey. And she is ready.
Yes.
For this new love, this new relationship, this new career path, this new way of life. And she's ready to give herself permission to forgive herself for all the things that she told herself growing up. I forgive myself for minimizing myself. I forgive myself for worrying. I forgive myself for allowing myself to be trapped in the past relationship that didn't serve me. I am free now. This is how you're going to move yourself forward. It is meant to be, even though 2022 was a little sketchy, it's really meant to be a great 2023 the further we get into the year. But I will tell you, when it comes to setting goals and intentions, this is the time to move forward with ease and grace and put the pedal to the metal and drive in the direction of where you want to be and let the universe align everything for you. We don't have to push. I don't want you to push to make something happen. I want you to do the due diligence and I
Right.
want you to just show up. And as you show up, magical things are going to unfold. And then it's like bibbity bobbity boop, right? Things begin to pop around you. It's going to be fabulous. And when I take you to 2024, we're in a much better place. We are we're actually living in a new place. We're in a new environment. We have new circle of people around us. We are free. All right?
Well, I finished real estate school, and I just have to take the exam, and that's what's been my blockage, is that I'm scared to fail the
No.
test.
Don't be scared to take the test. First of all, it's a test that people have taken more than once. Second of all, Sarah Spiritual
Yes.
has all these little tricks for people to do to help them remember the answers for the test. And it includes reading books from the book of Psalms and doing certain prayers, and then things begin to change. So when you're ready to take the test, be sure to reach out to us via some little link in social media or communication or something under Sarah Spiritual on Facebook or on our Instagram, and I will give you all the recipes for retention of information so you could pass the test. It's little tricks my spiritual teacher gave me. All right? No worries. I am the woman who is more than capable. I'm tapped into the divine universal frequency. Therefore, I possess divine universal intelligence, and my memory is impeccable. All right, my dear. Thank you so much for following back up with us. Glad we were able to reconnect. And all systems go. Pedal to the metal. You're going forward. Bye for now.
Thank you, Sarah.
You're welcome. Bye. We welcome your phone calls right here on Spiritually Speaking with Sarah all across the nation, 866-972-7247. And from Chicago, we got to go to Boynton Beach. We've got Rachel on the line. Raquel, I should say. Raquel, how are you?
Yes.
Good to have you,
Hi,
Raquel.
Sarah. Oh my goodness, I'm so glad to connect with you.
Yes, I hear this song. It's like it's just this long, 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 long road to get to where you want to go, right? And you're like, when am I going to get there? You're like the 4-year-old in the back seat going, are we there yet? And the universe is going, no, Raquel, you're not quite there yet. Keep holding on. Because you have a really big wish list, they tell me, right? So you have your life, how you want your life to be, and you're in gratitude of all the things you have and you've accomplished, but you know there's more for you, and you're like, where is it? When is it coming? How's it coming for me? I don't know. And so you have to be ready for big, big, big expansion. Expansion, first and foremost, of your consciousness. This year is going to really fine-tune your ability to connect to the divine, really fine-tune community connections with people in the physical world, and it's really going to give you this source of networking to move you forward for almost like a different type of work. Something that's going to be like an upshoot, up-leveling for you. And my guides make me feel as if there's things that are working behind the scenes. Are you looking for some different work or business plan for yourself?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh my goodness, right on the money. Yes. Absolutely. I'm just looking to, well, I know last year you said, well, when I had my yearly reading with you, you said just decide what you want to do.
Mm-hmm.
And I did, finally.
Good. Finally.
And it just seems, yes, but it just seems like so many things are happening within the past 2 weeks. And it's a little overwhelming.
Okay,
And
let's pause you.
I decided to call.
All right, let's pause you though. Do not allow yourself to get caught in the frequency of overwhelmment, because then you feel as if you no longer have control over your thoughts and emotions, right? I am the governing force within myself. Therefore, I am always at peace, knowing things arrive at the perfect time, and I am more than capable of handling everything that comes my way. I am more than capable of handling that. Okay? Let yourself have permission to take a step back and let the universe show you where to go next and how to do it so we can accomplish it in a prompt, thorough, comfortable manner for yourself. Right? It's almost like, are we there yet? And then, oh my God, what am I going to do? The sky is falling. Everything's coming and happening around. Let it be. When I move you into the end of February, I feel like things have a much calmer feel to them. And I feel like March literally marches you forward. So you want to go marching in the direction of what you want, because March, they turn the calendar for me. I love the way they talk to me from the other side, right? They show me lights, camera, action, calendars, numbers, dates, times. So they're flipping the calendar. And they show the calendar and they go February, and they kind of circle towards the end of February. Things are feeling like really calm. And they have this like peaceful, serene energy. And then they flip it again. And then they show people marching. I was almost hearing in my head, oh, when the saints come marching in. Oh, when the saints go marching in. Right? So it's like I want to be a part of that number when the saints go marching in. So they're marching you in the direction with the assistance of all the higher being guidance to arrive. And March makes me feel like it's significant in the journey. Okay.
Wow.
Does that make sense to you?
All right.
Yes.
Yes, yes.
Trust
Absolutely.
the process.
It does.
Trust the process. And remember to do the 23rd Psalm. Remember to do the 5th Psalm, Psalm number 5, and 27. If you do 23, 5, and 27, that will slow down the train that's taking off in your head and just running right so quickly, and we're not even like checking in at the stations, okay? All right, Raquel, thank you so much for your call. We are so glad to be connected with you. Bye for now. Bye.
All right, me too. See you soon. Bye-bye.
I look forward to it. Thank you. Bye. If you'd like to book a personal session with me, Sarah Spiritual, We can do it at my center, the Expedito Enlightenment Center in West Palm Beach, if you're local within driving distance, or we can do it online via a phone, a Skype, video, however you prefer. We are able to make that connection. Simply visit sarahspiritual.com. We're going to take a minute to hear from our sponsors, and then when we come back, we've got calls all across the nation. We've got calls from Tennessee. We've got calls from Florida. We are connecting with all of you. Stay with us, everyone. We'll be right back.
Stay tuned for more Spiritually Speaking with Sarah, coming up right after the break. Continue the conversation with Sarah Spiritual on Facebook and YouTube. The phone lines are open too. 866-9-SARAHS. That's 866-972-7247.
Sarah Spiritual is a gifted spiritual advisor and medium. She can connect you with your loved ones, your spirit guides, and ascended beings. Sarah specializes in love, relationships, money, career, health, and healing. She has an uncanny ability to convey the true thoughts and emotions of those around you. Just call 561-682-0956 for your personal reading. Life is a spiritual journey, and each situation has a spiritual solution. Just contact Sarah for a personal reading today. 561-682-0956. 561-682-0956. Or visit sarahspiritual.com. Or that number one more time, 561-682-0956. Let Sarah Spiritual and Spirit raise you up.
Hi, I'm Sarah Spiritual, the founder of the Expedito Enlightenment Center. I would love for you to visit me at my spiritual oasis located at 4047 Okeechobee Boulevard in the Tree of Life Plaza in West Palm Beach. Come, feel the energy, sample my spiritual sprays and oils, participate in one of my spiritual development classes, and have a personal reading with me, Sarah Spiritual. Let's see what Spirit has to say. You can call the Expedito Enlightenment Center at 561-682-0955. Not local? Visit me, Sarah Spiritual, at sarahspiritual.com for products, classes, and to book your personal session.
Come visit the Expedito Enlightenment Center for an extensive array of spiritual products, crystals, books, classes, readings, and healing services in a beautiful spiritual oasis. You must visit the Expedito Enlightenment Center in West Palm Beach. Come feel the energy and explore our unique products. Arrange for your own personal spiritual reading with Sarah Spiritual for spiritual insight. The Expedito Enlightenment Center is located at 4047 Okeechobee Boulevard, Suite 129 in West Palm Beach. Call 561-682-0955. Visit online at expeditoenlightenmentcenter.com. That's EXPEDITO enlightenmentcenter.com for yourself. Or for a thoughtful gift, there's no better place to visit than the Expedito Enlightenment Center in West Palm Beach. Call 561-682-0955 or visit online at expeditoenlightenmentcenter.com.
You are listening to Spiritually Speaking with Sarah, your spiritual advisor and medium. Connect with Sarah Spiritual and be in the energy of light. Call right now, Sarah Spiritual, at 866-9-SARAHS. That's toll free, 866-972-7247. Just ask your questions or message Sarah Spiritual live on Facebook and YouTube.
Do you know me? I am Sarah Spiritual, and we are answering your questions all across the nation at 866-972-7247. We're going to go back to the phone lines. I've got Angie baby, and Angie is in Naples. Angie, how are you doing tonight? Good
I'm
to
doing
have
good,
you.
Sarah. How about yourself?
I'm doing well. Thank you so much for checking in with us. We greatly appreciate your following the show. What is your question for us?
I want to know if there's any of my loved ones around me at this time, and also I want to know what it is about Montana. I don't know. Montana keeps popping up.
So let's talk about Montana while I make the connection with loved ones on the other side for you here. So let's talk about Montana, but I'm also feeling someone stepping forward. So I'm like, all right, I was going to do this, but now they're coming. So let's look at Montana. Montana offers you a lot of freedom. I feel like you were there in another time, in another incarnation, in a past life. And I feel like there's a sense of peace and mountains and air and freedom that you associate with it in nature. And I feel like you love nature, you love the outdoors. But of course, you love the outdoors of Florida because you're more attuned to that. But there's a journey for you to take to Montana in this year's time. And if you entertain that prompting, what's going to happen for you is you're going to feel this energy step forward that makes you feel like I've been here before. This energy is just going to push you and you're going to feel like I have been here before. It's going to be a great frequency adjustment for you. You need the break, you need the relaxation, you need to just let go, and you need to let nature heal you. Does that make sense to you?
Yes.
Okay. When I look into the other side, they make me aware, interesting, first person who steps forward stands to me in the position on the dad's side of the family and stands above your father, your grandfather. Your father's father has passed, please?
Yeah.
Okay. And there's another man standing there. Angie, did your dad pass as well?
Yes, he did.
Okay, because he's standing there in front of your grandfather, and he wants you to know that he's with you. All right? Grandfather and father are there with you. I feel like father has been on your mind a lot lately. Is that true?
Yeah.
Okay. And I feel like there's some symbolism or something that reminded you of him recently. And I want you to honor that. Wherever you see those messages, know that he is with you. He steps forward and he sends you much love, but he also lets me know that he makes me feel like he taught you how to be on your own and stand on your own. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Was he a little tough or gave you some rules of life to follow here?
He just always told me not to put up with men's crap.
Okay. He's tough, right? That's what I see. And so if there's been this sense of what would my dad have me do or what would my dad want me to follow, he's stepping up in support of you as to giving you that tough love and telling you that you are tough. You're tough enough to stand on your own, to choose what makes you feel good in your life. He sends you much love, honey, and know that he is absolutely with you. All right? I know it's been a difficult time for you, but please understand that these changes are going to work out beautifully, and you have to follow your heart. Follow your heart and live from the place of love, and give love wherever you go, knowing that love will come back to you tenfold as long as you're true to yourself and you live in your heart. Thank you so much, Angie, for your call. I'm glad Dad stepped forward. He didn't want me to talk about Montana, nor did your grandfather. They were like, wait, we're here. So thank you so much, honey. God bless you.
That's awesome.
All right. Bye for now.
Same
Bye.
to you.
You too. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Well, we're going to take a minute again to hear from our sponsors at 866-972-7247 is the number to call. Stay with us, everyone. We're going to take our o'clock hour break, and then we are going to pop back onto our phone lines and our friends on Facebook and YouTube. We'll be right back.
We can't walk the way we did.
Stay tuned for more Spiritually Speaking with Sarah, coming up right after the break. Continue the conversation with Sarah Spiritual on Facebook and YouTube. The phone lines are open too. 866-9-SARAHs. That's 866-972-7247.
The opinions expressed on the preceding sponsored program were strictly those of its host, guests, and callers, and not necessarily those of this station, its staff, management, or sponsors.
WWNN AM Pompano Beach. WIRK HD3 Indiantown. Programming paid for by Vic Canales Media Group. Broadcasting live from the Robe Studio. Injured recently? Call the Robes Law Group, where winning is a habit. 561-570-5700. 561-570-5700. Robes, winning for you and our community. This is the one and only.
This Friday night, it's the grand opening of the Hideaway Palm Beach, Palm Beach's hidden gem. You don't want to miss this one. The Hideaway of Palm Beach. Free food all night from our gourmet kitchen. Drink and dance specials all night. Exclusive private VIP rooms. Top shelf bottle specials. The Hideaway Palm Beach. Come meet our top-notch bartenders and servers. And of course, the most beautiful entertainers in Palm Beach. The Hideaway, Palm Beach's hidden gem. The secret is out. The Hideaway Palm Beach. Located at 1152 Old Okeechobee Road, West Palm Beach. Open 4 p.m. to 5 a.m. 7 days a week. The Hideaway of Palm Beach.
Another community first message from Robes. The Robes Law Group wants to send you to see FAU basketball. Great seats all season long. Register now at trueoldiesfla.com. Recently injured? Contact the Robes Law Group today. 561-570-5700.
To celebrate all my special occasions, Cafe Chardonnay is the place that I choose. But I'll let you in on a little secret. Dining at Cafe Chardonnay turns any ordinary evening into a special occasion. For over 30 years, owners Frank and Gigi have created a restaurant with a unique atmosphere, elegant yet warm and friendly. Cafe Chardonnay features today's freshest local farm produce and seafood just caught from the ocean. Cafe Chardonnay partners with nearby farmers, ranchers, and fishermen to provide the highest quality ingredients, and Chef Frank's talent combines these fresh ingredients to create delicious, novel, exciting dishes.
Make every evening a celebration at Cafe Chardonnay, located in Palm Beach Gardens on the corner of PGA Boulevard and Military Trail. Call 561-627-2662, 561-627-2662, online at cafechardonnay.com.
And be sure to enjoy a glass of wine from Cafe Chardonnay's legendary wine cellar.
Gold, silver, copper, precious metals, battery metals, green metals, stocks, and the potential for a 5 or 10 times does exist. Listen and learn. The Ellis Martin Report, weekdays at 9:30 a.m. here on South Florida's True Oldies.
By now, you know that sound. It's the sound of the Home Depot. But what about that sound? You're listening to a set of GE appliances, complete with all you need to keep food fresh, dishes clean, and everything else stress-free. Making this the sound of savings on top brand appliances. The Home Depot. How doers get more done. Final days to get up to 25% off select GE appliances. Ends January 25th. Offer valid January 5th through January 25th, 2023. U.S. only. See store or online for details.
I'll second guest dinners with friends because they can be interrupted by diarrhea, gas, bloating, stomach pain, or oily stools. It turns out I have EPI, or exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, which means I'm missing the enzymes needed to digest food. My doctor prescribed Creon, pancrelipase, an oral prescription medication that replaces pancreatic digestive enzymes. Creon treats EPI due to cystic fibrosis, chronic pancreatitis, pancreatectomy, or other conditions.
Creon may increase your chance of fibrosing colonopathy, a rare bowel disorder. Tell your doctor if you have a history of intestinal blockage or scarring or thickening of your bowel wall. If you're allergic to pork, or if you have gout, kidney problems, or worsening of painful swollen joints. Call your doctor if you have any unusual or severe gastrointestinal symptoms or allergic reactions. Take Creon as directed by your doctor and always with food. Do not chew capsules, as this may cause mouth irritation. Other side effects may include blood sugar changes, gas, dizziness, sore throat, and cough. These are not all the side effects of Creon.
Creon is the #1 prescribed EPI treatment. Ask your doctor about Creon for EPI and visit creoninfo.com or call 800-633-9110 to learn more. That's CREONinfo.com.
Hi, I'm Sarah Spiritual, the founder of the Expedito Enlightenment Center. I would love for you to visit me at my spiritual oasis located at 4047 Okeechobee Boulevard in the Tree of Life Plaza in West Palm Beach. Come, feel the energy, sample my spiritual sprays and oils, participate in one of my spiritual development classes, and have a personal reading with me, Sarah Spiritual. Let's see what Spirit has to say. You can call the Expedito Enlightenment Center at 561-682-0955. Not local? Visit me, Sarah Spiritual, at sarahspiritual.com for products, classes, and to book your personal session.
Sarah Spiritual is a gifted spiritual advisor and medium. She can connect you with your loved ones, your spirit guides, and ascended beings. Sarah specializes in love, relationships, money, career, health, and healing. She has an uncanny ability to convey the true thoughts and emotions of those around you. Just call 561-682-0956 for your personal reading. Life is a spiritual journey, and each situation has a spiritual solution. Just contact Sarah for a personal reading today. 561-682-0956. 561-682-0956. Or visit sarahspiritual.com. Or that number one more time, 561-682-0956. Let Sarah Spiritual and Spirit raise you up.
Come visit the Expedito Enlightenment Center for an extensive array of spiritual products, crystals, books, classes, readings, and healing services in a beautiful spiritual oasis. You must visit the Expedito Enlightenment Center in West Palm Beach. Come feel the energy and explore our unique products. Arrange for your own personal spiritual reading with Sarah Spiritual for spiritual insight. The Expedito Enlightenment Center is located at 4047 Okeechobee Boulevard, Suite 129 in West Palm Beach. Call 561-682-0955. Visit online at expeditoenlightenmentcenter.com. That's EXPEDITO enlightenmentcenter.com for yourself. Or for a thoughtful gift, there's no better place to visit than the Expedito Enlightenment Center in West Palm Beach. Call 561-682-0955 or visit online at expeditoenlightenmentcenter.com.
This show is furnished by Sarah Spiritual.
The content, information, and opinions expressed during the related show are those of the show personalities and guest alone, and not those of Vic Canellis Media Group, its parent, affiliates, or stations. VCMG Live is not responsible for any content, information, or opinions expressed. User bears full responsibility for their reliance on such content, information, or opinions.
Welcome back to the next hour of Spiritually Speaking with Sarah, as we continue our uplifting and empowering spiritual discussion to transform your life. A gifted spiritual advisor, coach, and medium, Sarah Spiritual will assist you to connect to the light within and transcend beyond the limits of all experience and knowledge. We have another hour to listen and call in 866-9-SARAHS. That's 866-972-7247. And watch Sarah Spiritual live on Facebook and YouTube, and you can share the love and light.
Yes, indeed. The world is changing now, and we're here listening to Spiritually Speaking with Sarah, right here on VCMG, on the oldies stations, 95.3, 96.9, 1470 AM, 95.9, 106.9, and 103 HD3. So glad to have you joining us here on Spiritually Speaking with Sarah. We'd love to hear from you at 866-972-7247. We are answering your questions. And we're going to go back to our phone lines in just a moment. We wanted to let you know we've got an upcoming class connecting to your guardian angel. Would you like to meet your guardian angel? Everyone's got an angel on their shoulder, and I sure would love to help you step into the connection of your guardian angel. And your guardian angel would love to build this strong connection with you. That class is on February 6th. It's at 7:30 p.m., and that's only $13 for the 2-hour class. We would love to have you join us. Learn more at sarahspiritual.com. And then, do you want to find love?
Have you been looking for love in all the wrong places? Do you think you need to learn how to love yourself? We've got a love class coming up, and that is on February 13th. We're going to be tuning into love and helping you find the love in your life. And it's our fabulous unconditional love class, creating love around you, within you. And so visit sarahspiritual.com to learn more about that. And we do have a slide, but that's not up yet, but we appreciate you visiting sarahspiritual.com. So we're going to go back to our phone lines, and I've got to take a call from Miss Maggie. Maggie is in Pompano. Maggie, how are you doing tonight? Hi, Maggie. Good to have you
Sarah.
here. Hi, good to have you here. Thank you for
Hi.
holding.
Thank you. You can hear me?
I hear you perfectly, Maggie.
Wonderful. Okay, so the reason why I'm wanting to talk to you is that I've had this job for 17 years.
Yes.
It's a phone job, and the company has a new business model where you can't get out of your seat all day long. You're in front of your computer, you're hunched over all day long looking at spreadsheets and things like that, and it's just become
very stressful, right? Whoops, that's kind of crazy. I don't know what just happened there with Miss Maggie, so I guess we'll have to let her. But that must be what it's like to sit at her desk all day. Ba-da-dum, ba-da-dum, ba-da-dum. Same old, same old. Maggie, hopefully you'll be able to call us back and get a better connection. But we're going to go to Arthur. Arthur is in Sunrise. Arthur, how are you? Good to have you here joining us.
I guess I'm doing okay.
Good, Arthur. Well, okay is better than not okay, right? So, Arthur, what is your question? Yes.
My question is that I got a lot of things going on in my life, and I don't really think you have enough time to hit all my stuff. So the thing is, I lost Dad about 35 years ago. I lost Mom about 9 months ago, and I'm
devastated.
And I'm in the house now. But I feel that. I feel she's with me. I hear these noises.
Correct.
I'm in her house. I'm in her condo in Sunrise, and for some reason, years ago, she took out this reverse mortgage, which I don't know why she did that.
Yes.
So I'm living here like on borrowed time. Eventually, it's going to go into foreclosure. So I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm not, I'm not really retired. I'm not really working right now, and I feel like I hear noises in the house. I hear noises in her closet. So I just want to know, once upon a time, I used to feel my father all the time.
Right.
But since Mom died, I feel like I feel her.
Yes, because she's very close to your energy.
I just want to know if you can let me know what's going on.
Yes, so she's very close to your energy. She's letting you know that she's with you. And did you discuss with the bank and everyone, is there a way for you to sell the property before? There should be a window of time that if you could sell it, you might be able to.
Well, the thing is, you know what it is? The thing is, she owes, she owes more money than the house is worth. But
okay, I
see,
understand.
I don't understand because she was supposed to have some equity in there because she never took out all the reverse mortgage money. I used to ask her all the time, Mom, what happened with the money? She says, don't worry about it. I got it. I can take out tomorrow. I got it. Now, she bought a car. She bought a new, in 2014, 2000 and whenever, she bought a new car, and she paid $15,000 for it cash. So I assumed that she took it from the reverse mortgage money. I said, oh, Ma, I said, you took it? She said, no, I can't do the CD.
Yeah.
I said, why would you do that for? Now, I don't know too much about this reverse mortgage. I found out, after she passed away, I spoke with her friends. I also did this. And the reason why the CD, she was only getting 3%. The mortgage money, she kept it in there. In other words, if you needed money,
correct. And I'm going to confirm that. All right, so Arthur,
6.5%.
Do me a favor, take a breath, okay? So I'm going to confirm that with you.
Okay.
The money used for the car was not from the reverse mortgage. So you really need to look into a
Yes.
lot of the fine print and be sure that not everybody's handles business correctly, that we do business with. So I would definitely have someone get involved who's familiar with real estate, familiar with reverse mortgages, and see if there's something going on that may not be so ethical, and get a copy of the original paperwork that your mom signed, right? Because if she did not take out money or didn't take out much, given the time that she had put into this condo, there should be money there, and you should at least be able to sell and leave with something. I have another client who's going through the same thing, and she has a deadline to get out by April or else they foreclose. And so she's frantically trying to sell. There is equity in her mother's house. So I am not a real estate agent. I'm not a lawyer, can't advise on reverse mortgages, but I will tell you that the vibration I get is mom trying to get your attention. There's something more for you to discover and find. And she's very much with you, very much with you. And there is going to be a smooth transition for you regardless of what comes. So we have to trust this process. And when you say foreclosure, are we looking at the month of June? When are we looking at?
No. I didn't get, I got served about a couple months ago, maybe sometime October, that the house is going into foreclosure. I didn't get a date yet.
Okay. Well, I feel like you have time. There's something about June that seems transitory, seems like a time of shift and change for you. So get some legal advice to help you navigate this a little more smoothly, and take the things that mean the most for you and begin to make a plan for you. Because for you, at the juncture that you're at, where you are, this year is actually a good financial year. Even though I know I heard you, I heard what you said, not really working, don't really have much going on for myself. The story's way too long for you to tell me all the troubles that you're encountering.
Right.
And I understand that. However, I am hearing from the angels that it is going to work out, and I feel financially you're going to land on your feet. It may be a hard land. I didn't say we're going to be like on our tippy toes spinning around, but I do feel like there's going to be an opportunity for you to kind of move yourself into something a little easier for yourself and find financial reward coming. It is a year to focus on money and abundance, so it is going to come for you. All right? Trust this process. Mom is with you. Yes.
What I need to do is, I don't know if you're familiar with him, I forget his last name, but he's on this channel every Sunday, and he deals with this. His name is Josh something.
Yes.
I forget his name.
Well, check online
So
and call into him, and he will help
I have
you
his
with
number.
that. Okay.
Because he deals with this foreclosure, and he knows about this, and he explained a lot of things on the radio that I didn't even know about this and that. So I'm going to call him, and maybe he could look into things for me, because I'm getting two different prices. I'm getting one price we owe $165, and I'm getting another price we owe $113. $113 and $165 is a big difference.
It's a big difference, and I'm feeling it's more to the 113 or less. And that's why I feel like you're not getting the right information, and I feel like there's a little, I don't know, it's looking a little sketchy. It's like a shell game in New York City, darling. So we got to get you on track. Give him a call. Seek the guidance that you need. You will land on your feet, Arthur. And be sure to keep us posted onto this story, okay? Thank you so much for your call.
I definitely will, and I want to thank you very much for your time.
Thank you. God bless you. All
Thank
right.
you. You have a good night.
You too. Bye for now. Bye.
Bye-bye.
866-972-7247. Sometimes we find ourselves in the pickles, and we just got to know that the universe is going to pull us out. We're not going to drown in pickle juice. So we've got to go to Norma. Norma is in Tennessee. Norma, how are you? Good to connect with you, Norma.
Hi, I'm fine. How are you?
Good. Twists and turns and changes and round you go. Where Norma stops, nobody knows. This is the time for Norma to make her choices, make a change. Norma shouldn't feel boxed in. Norma has clear, set, go. We want to change. If we don't change, the universe may push a change on us, and it's time for you to consider, what do you want to do next? It's like a resurgence of a clearing of old energy to prepare you for new energy. Are you preparing to make some changes, trying to figure out how to make these changes, Norma?
Yes.
I know I gave you a mouthful, but that's what they just said in my head, so I just had to let it out, honey. And I'm seeing this energy around you, which is really, really cool. That makes me feel as if you're really a very determined woman. And nobody, that Dirty Dancing, they said nobody puts baby in the corner. Nobody puts Norma in the corner for long. So Norma is getting ready to come up and out. And I'm feeling a move or a change. And I don't really want to place it with your primary residence. I feel like we may be making a change in something for work. We need to up-level something. What is your question, Norma, for me?
I have a few. One was, it's kind of funny that you said all of that. One is about the other side, because I had a pretty significant loss in 21.
Yes.
That's kind of derailed me to some degree. And then the whole nother situation financially. And then unfortunately, I've suffered a lot with my health over the last several years.
So let's take you back.
Threefold.
All right, so we'll see what they give me, and I'll address what I get from Spirit. And if someone steps through, I will definitely bring that to your attention, all right? So we're going to start with your health. So I really feel 2019 was the beginning of not feeling well, and I feel like there's something underlying. I'm not a doctor, I cannot diagnose, but I really feel like there's something underlying that's kind of creating an environment for a lot of different things to pop up. You don't just have one thing going on, we have a few things going on. Does that make sense to you?
Yes, it does.
Okay. Norma, did they test you? I'm not a doctor, but did they test you for Lyme disease?
I don't think so.
Okay. Again, not a doctor, but I'm seeing something running in your system that has an underlying undertow that's creating a difficult environment. We'll go over some of the how you're feeling in a minute. So there's a virus in the system that is activated for some reason, and it kind of reminds me of the feeling of when someone has Lyme disease that's kind of been dormant and then it pops up. So test yourself for Lyme disease. I also feel that you feel tired and achy. Your rest isn't right. Is that true? We don't feel well most of the time, yes?
Yes, that's correct.
Okay. And we're waking up in the middle of the night, Norma?
Yes.
Okay. A couple of times, correct?
If I sleep.
If you sleep, yeah. Well, you're also, you're very busy in your head, honey. I mean, we could run the NASCAR in your mind, okay? It's just always going. So what is the specific health question so I can bring it up to the angels and see what they have for us?
I'm wanting to help myself, and I guess, but then I'm falling, like I said, I had that significant loss, so I feel like I'm stagnant a little bit, like I don't know which direction to go in terms of helping myself that way.
Correct. Health-wise, you need to do some protocols to balance out your body. We need to kind of cleanse the inners of the body, okay? Get yourself back into a balance, into routine. You have to put into yourself what you need. So, because if you crumble, there's other people who crumble around you. Is that true?
Yes, it is.
All right. So we can't go down with the ship, right? We gotta get everyone on board and get the ship to shore and fix everything, and then we can go back out to sail. And my guides make me very much aware of this responsibility and how you handle things. And I feel like there was a lot of responsibility on you after the passing of your significant loved one. Is that true?
Yes.
Okay. And I'm going to tune in and see who steps forward. This loss is very recent, in the past 3-4 months. Is that true?
No, it's 2021.
2021. 2021. What month, please?
February.
February. Okay. Who's connected to November, the number 11 or November? Who's connected to you with a November or a number 11, please?
11.
Someone's birthday, passing time. Someone's talking to me about November. Something significant in November to them. If it doesn't connect with you, that's fine. We'll leave it, okay? Because it is significant on the other side. When I look into the energy, I have two people who step forward for me. One is a little more clear than the other. One is female energy, but there's a male energy as well. Neither have identified themselves, but they stand very close to you and connected to you. Does that make sense to you? The female stands above you in the maternal side of the family. Mother, grandmother energy, again, does not tell me who she is yet, but I do place her in that maternal energy. Does that resonate with you?
Okay.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. And male energy, there's a male who passed connected to you as well, please?
Yes.
And they seem more significant, like they're taking my hand and making me move from right to left, so it's almost like they would be similar in a connection to you, like in your age range or connected to you in that way. Does that make sense to you?
Yes.
Okay. So this is how they show it to me. They're not saying anything more for me. They're just letting you know that they're there. They did not identify themselves. It's not a strong connection for me at this moment. It's something that we would need to work on. So if you just bear with me another moment, I'll see if I can get something else from them so we can identify them. Can I have their birthday, please? Month and day?
It could be two people. One is August 17th.
Okay.
And one is January 29th.
Okay. 129 is connected to you in similar age, please?
Yes, he is.
Okay. That's the person who steps forward for me. Is that the person you wanted to have step forward?
Brother.
Yes. If that's the person you wanted to have forward, that's who steps forward.
I'm always thrilled that he steps forward. I was looking for someone else, but I'm always thrilled that he does tend to be around me a lot.
He is. He's the one who's being a little bit more forward in his connection here. And the person born at 8/17, I'm not quite making a strong connection for them to give you anything to connect. Otherwise, I would give that to you. All right, my dear?
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. I look forward to speaking with you again. Bye for now. Bye.
Thank you so much.
You're
Bye-bye.
welcome. Bye. 866-972-7247. Yes, sometimes we look for those on the other side, and we can only connect with those who step forward and give us the connection and the evidence that we are looking for. We're going to take a minute to hear from our sponsors, and then when we come back, we're going to continue answering questions. We're going to go visit our friends on Facebook and YouTube. Stay with us, everyone. We'll be right back.
Do you know me? Do I know you? Have we met before? I've been standing in the room before I walk.
Stay tuned for more Spiritually Speaking with Sarah, coming up right after the break. Continue the conversation with Sarah Spiritual on Facebook and YouTube. The phone lines are open too. 866-9-SARAHS. That's 866-972-7247.
Come visit the Expedito Enlightenment Center for an extensive array of spiritual products, crystals, books, classes, readings, and healing services in a beautiful spiritual oasis. You must visit the Expedito Enlightenment Center in West Palm Beach. Come feel the energy and explore our unique products. Arrange for your own personal spiritual reading with Sarah Spiritual for spiritual insight. The Expedito Enlightenment Center is located at 4047 Okeechobee Boulevard, Suite 129 in West Palm Beach. Call 561-682-0955. Visit online at expeditoenlightenmentcenter.com. That's EXPEDITO enlightenmentcenter.com for yourself. Or for a thoughtful gift, there's no better place to visit than the Expedito Enlightenment Center in West Palm Beach. Call 561-682-0955 or visit online at expeditoenlightenmentcenter.com.
Sarah Spiritual is a gifted spiritual advisor and medium. She can connect you with your loved ones, your spirit guides, and ascended beings. Sarah specializes in love, relationships, money, career, health, and healing. She has an uncanny ability to convey the true thoughts and emotions of those around you. Just call 561-682-0956 for your personal reading. Life is a spiritual journey, and each situation has a spiritual solution. Just contact Sarah for a personal reading today. 561-682-0956. 561-682-0956. Or visit sarahspiritual.com. Or that number one more time, 561-682-0956. Let Sarah Spiritual and Spirit raise you up.
Listening to Spiritually Speaking with Sarah, your spiritual advisor and medium. Connect with Sarah Spiritual and be in the energy of light. Call right now, Sarah Spiritual at 866-9-SARAHS. That's toll free, 866-972-7247. Just ask your questions or message Sarah Spiritual live on Facebook and YouTube.
Standing in the room before I walk through the door. Do you know me? Have you heard me? Have you seen me? Do you know my voice? Did you call me with your soul? Because you know that you know me. Every soul has its story, like a movie playing in a different theater. And the characters, they change like water into wine.
Yes, indeed, everything comes when the stars align right here on Spiritually Speaking with Sarah. I am Sarah Spiritual, and we are so glad to have you here with us all across the nation at 866-972-7247. And we're going to go back to our phone lines and back to our friends on Facebook. Be sure to pop them off in our Facebook page. Let's take a look and see what we've got going on in our Facebook page if we can. Let's see who we've got so we can answer some of our friends in Facebook and see. Let's see, we have good morning. We have Alexia. She's praying it's all okay. And my symptom is caused by my ear problem. Any feelings on this? You know, she just had a CT scan. She has anxiety about it. I don't see that there's something for us to concern ourselves. I do feel some type of vertigo in her ear issue, and I don't feel that this is going to be something that we want to put a lot of worry into. We want to just trust that the universe will bring you back in perfect alignment and back in balance. I do feel like we'll be fine with the CT scan. May give you a little indication as to what else you can do to kind of bring back that inner balance for yourself. So Alexia SC, thank you so much for your question. We see favorable results in the CT scan. We send you much love and healing from the angels during this time. And don't worry, let God take the wheel and handle the healing. We'll take another question from our friends on Facebook and YouTube and see what we've got going on there. We've got our YouTube question. And let's see, we've got, she just moved into her apartment. Am I staying here for a minute? Kind of feeling kind of shaky about things. You know, Cherry, it's okay to feel a little shaky at times because it's a new environment. It's a new feeling. But Cherry, what I want you to understand is that you always land on your feet. And my guides tell me that you are going to be in good status in this apartment. You will be able to sustain. You will be able to maintain. And money flows to you with ease and grace. So let's not feed into the story of lack and not being able to sustain and hold our own power. So thank you, Cherry, for your YouTube question. We're going to take another one from Facebook or YouTube before we go back to our phone lines. And let's see who else we have here. We'll change our Facebook here if we have a Facebook or YouTube question. Okay, that makes us feel like we are going to go back to our phone lines. Let's see here, 866-972-7247. And that's the call line. We're opening up some more lines. And I've got to go to Roberta, and Roberta is in Fort Lauderdale. Roberta, how are you tonight? Good to have you here.
I'm doing all right.
Good. Good to connect with you,
Thank
Roberta.
you.
Is this your first time calling the show?
Yes.
How'd you hear about the show?
It popped up on my Facebook.
Oh, good. Well, we welcome you, and we thank Facebook for getting us out there to the people. And we're going to tune into your energy, and we're going to see what the angels and the guides have for you. And then, of course, I'm going to answer your question. So when I step into the energy of where you are at this time based on your journey, they make me aware that 2022 seemed to have been a little rocky time for you. And coming into 2023, things have been a little hard for you financially. I feel like we're in a little bit of a wobble. And I feel like you have a lot on your shoulders and you're feeling weighed down and uncertain as to where to go next and how to feel like you have more ease and a better sense of life. Does that make sense to you, Roberta?
Yes, it do.
And you're stuck at this moment, but they want to unstick you. My spirit guides are like, we just got to pull her off the glue, Sarah, because you're stuck. But I also feel that you've also been very reminiscent and looking back in the past, and some of looking back at the past has made you feel as if you are feeling very uncertain as to what's to come, uncertain as to how to handle it, because I feel like we miss people who have crossed over, and we're being very reminiscent of those memories. And a lot of that has come up for you this past year, yes?
Yes.
Roberta, there's a woman standing above you, stands in the position of the mother energy. Mother has passed, is that true?
Yes.
She stands very close to your energy. She makes me feel like you did something for her, took care of her before she passed. Does that make sense to you, please?
Yes, it do.
She tells me that she says thank you for that assistance that you gave. She makes me feel like she also tried to hang on, but she couldn't stay any longer. And there was something unexpected in the way she passed right before she passed. Like she hung on, and then boom, we weren't expecting her to go when she went, and she went. Does that make sense to you?
Yes, it do.
Yes. And she wants you to know she's with you. I'm also seeing someone else, Roberta, who stands connected to your mom, but she seems like she stands like across from you. Did we lose a sister or a cousin, a female energy connected to you as well? That's connected to mom? Because I have another woman connected to your mom, but she stands in like a sister. Her sister? Is it mom's sister? Her sister. Her sister is with her then. So I want you to know that, and that they've been unified together. They seem like they were two kind of feisty people together, though, very strong in their personalities. But also your mom could be very loving and caring because she wanted to make sure that everybody felt taken care of, but she would kind of make sure that people stood on their own 2 feet as well. So she didn't like people playing a victim, but she also, when people needed some nurturing, she was able to give them that. Does that also make sense to you? What is that?
Yes. Uh-huh.
Okay. And then do you have a medallion or a locket of some sort from your mom, please? Because she's kind of taking me to her neck. Did she have like a medal or a medallion that she wore, please?
No, it's a ring.
Okay. She's also showing me something in a necklace, because when they show me things, I know what a ring looks like for me on the other side. What did she used to wear on her neck? Did she have a medal or something, like a religious medal or something?
I don't know what happened to that.
Okay. Well, apparently she doesn't either, but she's showing it to me, okay? So she's showing me that medal there that she used to wear. That had significance for her, and I believe she had it for a very, very long time. She also makes me aware of, this is interesting, was there I don't know, it looks like a nut, a pecan. Did Mom make pecan pie? Who used to make pecan pie? I haven't seen that in a really long time. What does pecan pie mean to you, please?
Ooh.
Maybe having to do with your grandmother. I'm sorry, say that again?
It might be my grandmother. I don't know.
Yes, I really want to put it up above your mom. That's why I was kind of drawing a line that kind of took me up above your mom. I was starting to say, I think that might be coming from your grandmother, your mother's mother. She's making you aware of pecans. She shows me pecans, and then she shows me a pecan pie. So I don't know the last time you had a pecan pie, but know that that's something that's symbolic and connected to family gatherings, and I connected in the maternal end of on your mom's side of the family. Now, Roberta, what brings you here to us? What's your question for us? I know we popped up on your Facebook page, and thank you so much. Welcome to our show. We're here every Wednesday night from 6:30 to 9 p.m. answering questions for everyone all across the nation. So what's your question for us?
I'm waiting for a condo piece of paper to come through for this condo for me to buy it.
And that's been taking quite a bit of time. Is that true? So they're giving me the number 3. I don't know if it's 3 months. I don't know if you've been going back and forth on papers or something, but it seems to be drawn out is how I see it. Yes? And there's something going on with the board, the HOA, the board or something that we still also have to get some approval from?
Yeah, she said she's waiting on the paper to come back from what they call it?
HOA.
Probate.
Oh, from probate. Okay, got it.
Yeah.
Okay. But they're also showing me something with HOA too, so I don't know if it's changed with the HOA or everything's okay with the condo board, so you want to follow up and check into that. Papers from probate.
Okay.
We are looking forward and been very slow moving. I feel like it's going to take at least another 4 weeks. So you have to be patient with this, all right? But just trust the process, all right? I hope I've been of service to you.
Okay,
and
thank you.
please, no problem. And know your mom and grandma are with you as well as your auntie, all right? Bye for now. Bye.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Bye. 866-972-7247. We are answering your calls all across the nation. We've got to go to Boynton Beach. I've got Susan on the line. Susan, how are you tonight? Good to have you joining us here.
Sarah, how are you?
I am good.
How are you, Sarah? Nice to speak with you again.
Good to speak with you again.
I spoke with you, I think it was last August before my mother passed away, and I just haven't talked to you in a long time. And one of these days, as soon as I get a chance, I'll make an appointment in your place in West Palm Beach. How are you, Sarah? Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Thank you. Thank you for remembering us and continuing to connect with us here. We greatly appreciate that. And as I look in the energy for you, Susan, I see here some beautiful energy coming around you. This year is also going to represent financial adjustments. dealing with finances. I know, deep cleansing breath, honey, and financial papers. And I feel like something isn't set or out of sorts. Does that make any sense to you, please? Are we waiting on something and it's not quite done? And is there I don't know, they're talking to me about a brother. Is there a brother or someone else connected to paperwork or something connected to you, to mom, something, please? Who's the male energy connected to you regarding papers? Does this make any sense?
Yeah, on that, I'm not sure yet, but I'll let you know.
Okay.
At the moment, I'm not 100% sure with that yet, but I will let you know.
Yes. All right. So male energy, something to do with papers, something that's connected to you, something that feels like it's connected to family as well. All right. That's the feeling.
Okay.
So what is your question for us regarding legal papers? What's the question?
No, you know what? I don't really know what to ask. I just kind of wanted to see what you felt, any kind of message, maybe what was I'm 58, I've never been married, just see what maybe would be, not that I'm looking to get married or anything at the moment, but I'm just saying any message either from my mother or just, I don't know, whatever messages you feel coming through is that okay? Or do I need to give a specific?
That's beautiful. No, that's fine. June is a significant time for you. I feel like you kind of come out of a fog. I feel like you've been in a fog, and June kind of opens things up for you. And I feel like your rest has been very disrupted, and you're feeling very scattered. And there's an energy of anxiety with you, which is not normal. So this anxiety makes me feel as if you're not feeling like yourself. And so you're nervous about things you wouldn't even normally be nervous about. And so my guides are telling me to tell you, you've got to do your best to do some breathing, be in the presence of mindfulness, and try to rest that energy so that you can really get yourself back together. You may want to talk to someone. I feel like there's a lot that you did for mom, and now it's time for your life, but you don't know how to jumpstart your life. I feel like you really took care of mom before she passed, right? Is that true?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Your world revolved around her. Yes, exactly. And I also feel that you used to sit and talk to her and tell her stories and make sure she always felt like she was included. And I feel like there's, interesting, is there a dog connected to your mom or to you, please?
I have a puppy now. I don't know if it's in spirit or here now.
Connected to you here now. So that's your pup. You just got a puppy?
Yes.
Okay. Mom's making me aware of a dog.
He was 10 weeks old when I got him, and she was still with us.
Okay. So she's letting me know that
it was terrible.
Yes. But the puppy is giving you comfort.
Feel the loss too.
Yeah. So the puppy is giving you the comfort. And she's just making me aware of the puppy, as that was kind of like a bridge. And it was good because your mom wanted you to have someone to care for, because that's what you do, Susan. You take care of everybody, right? Now it's your turn. And it's your turn to take care of you and for you to love yourself and this puppy. And this puppy's going to breathe new life into you. And I also feel like there's a lot of things you still haven't gone through for your mom, and we just haven't really gotten into all of that yet. But she also makes me aware, and this is interesting, she makes me aware, is there a picture of you and your mom together, and you guys kind of look like you might be more dressed up? She's making me aware of a picture, but it's the two of you, okay? And she's picking up the picture.
When I meet you, I'm going to bring the picture to you.
It's beautiful.
I made a sanctuary next to my bed, and it's her and I with the rosary beads on it. When I come to make an appointment, I'll show you.
Show me. So what she's doing is
and we were at an affair. We were dressed up.
Thank you for that confirmation, because she's showing me this picture of the two of you, and it's almost like you pick up the picture and give it a kiss, right, and put it down. So this is how she makes me feel. Yes. So she's giving me that awareness. So know that she's with you. You are not without her in spirit. I know we're without her in the physical. And, I have this song that the guides and angels gave me, so I'm going to share with you this bit of song that they had given to me in the past.
I love how you sing.
Thank you. So here's
I love
here's
how
this,
you sing. Beautiful
I appreciate
voice.
that. This is the song they give for you. Don't you cry, Don't you hide. You've got to live your life, even though you don't see me. I'm right here. So know she's with you, and know that she's with you all the time, and that she's with your little puppy too, because she really makes me aware of the dog. Like, the dog is the focal point of the whole reading as far as your mom's concerned. So kiss
She
up the
sleeps in
dog.
her room every night.
Oh,
She
beautiful.
sleeps on her bed every night. Yeah.
Okay. So thank you for that. Thank you for all that confirmation. I greatly appreciate that. And let me know what's
Thank you
going
so
on with
much.
paperwork as well when you get that information all
I
settled
will.
up.
I'll make an
All right.
appointment to come see you soon
I look
enough.
forward
Okay.
to
Thank
that.
you so much, and
You're
God
welcome.
bless you.
God bless you. Bye for now. Bye.
Thank you so much. Bye
You're
now.
welcome. 866-972-7247. We are going to go to our phone lines. I've got Ira. Ira is in West Palm Beach. Ira, how are you tonight?
Very good.
Good, Ira. Good to make this
It's
connection.
really, yes. I have a very strong connection with the universe and spirits.
Good.
And it was just interesting when I got in my truck and you came on. I didn't follow you prior to this, but I couldn't stop listening, so I decided to call in, and I was surprised how quick I got through.
Well, it's just spirit just kind of pushes us to the next call, and that's where we were. We were right there with you, Ira. And I also think that's divine intervention, right? Usually at this time, our phone lines are still jam-packed, and you were next in line. So this is a fabulous thing. And
Well,
when I look at the energy
really
around
was.
you, I really feel that you have mastered a lot of your law of attraction, and you've been focused on attracting to you the things that you desire and holding that frequency. But the thing that they make me most aware about, Ira, is your ability to identify and create love and truth wherever you go. And that's so important to you, the integrity around you and the truth that flows
Yes.
through you and around you. And it's very important that people are seen and heard, and that people's truth is heard. And when people are not being truthful, you're kind of like a radar for a lot of BS, right? You're like, oh, no, that's not right. And so
Yes.
you really define.
And I call it out.
You do.
Yes,
You do.
absolutely.
And, so you are really
So
gifted.
my
Yes.
question to you is, I have a specific spirit. I've had a lot of people that have crossed over. I've had a
Correct.
lot of connections, but I have one specific one that I am being challenged with on whether or not to involve myself with the rest of the family
Okay.
on their behalf.
So here's the energy. As you're talking to me, the first thing I heard was no. And the difficulty here is you're always the person to, I want to say, come to the rescue, solve, or be the bridge between community, people, and anything that helps people feel good. Now, the first words I heard was
Yes.
no. So it's not in your best interest, because there's a level of intensity and heaviness in the connection with this person who's passed on. Does that make any sense to you?
Yes, a
Okay.
lot.
And so
I have been challenging it for a while now, and not resisting it, but not focused on, because I get clear messages from a lot of spirits.
Yes.
But in this particular situation, even though the family members are curious to involve me, it's the first time I've actually stepped back.
Yes, and I'm hearing no. It's not in the highest good for you, and it's something that needs time, and this is not the right time, and you are not the right conduit for that transmission of energy. All right? And there is a up-leveling for you, if I may, let you know that this year is bringing you this powerful expansion of frequency for you. We started the show with frequency and talking about the energy of the universe. And so there's an up-leveling of your frequency, and there's been a muddling of energies while the frequencies on the earth have been getting more heavy and dense. There was a muddling of the energies, and now you're kind of transforming above that muddled energy and really coming to be a clear, seeing, feeling healer that you are. All right? Your words, your advice, your guidance, you heal others. You have this great ability in this year as well, Ira. It's going to be a strong financial year for you. And I feel a lot of abundance comes to you. After the month of April, things start moving for you in the direction of financial advancement. And I'm seeing some paperwork, which seems to be contracts. So I'm seeing legal documents, contracts. So there's some financial documents that are going to cross your path that will be favorable for you. So be open for those contracts to come.
Even if those financial documents affect somebody else?
You have to do what the universe places before you that you feel aligned to.
There
right?
you go. Okay.
All right?
Okay.
But I do see the documents. I
Okay.
can't tell you what to do. And sometimes people are where they are, Ira, because they chose to be there. People are in different places in their life because we are the center point of attraction. And sometimes we are where we are because God is teaching us a lesson, not in punishment. No, no, no. In an ability for us to step and surrender into the energy. Right. So we need people to stand on their own and recognize their own divine power. And sometimes God needs people to be in a wobble so that they can turn to Him. Okay? So understand that power that is around you. I do feel a trip is coming for you also in the next couple of months. So when you have that opportunity to cross water, it'll be really good for you. Now, Ira, you're in West Palm Beach. I do have a center in West Palm Beach. It's the Expedito Enlightenment Center in the Tree of Life Plaza, right off of Okeechobee Boulevard. Be sure to pop on in. I know you're going to love the energy.
Okeechobee and where?
Right between Military and Palm Beach Lakes. We are on Okeechobee Boulevard, 4047 Okeechobee Boulevard. Schumacher dealership is right in the front end. You're going to love the energy, all the incense, the statues, all the products we have. We'd love to welcome you into our center.
Thank you. I look forward to coming and meeting you and feeling the presence there.
You're going to love it. All the Ascended Masters are lined up. Thank you, Ira. Thank you for following the prompting.
I think that was the reason for this call was to make a visit.
Absolutely. Ascended Master Saint Germain is there for your transformation. All right. Bye for now, Ira. God bless you. Bye. 866-972-7247. Write the number down. We would love to talk to you next Wednesday night from 6:30 to 9 p.m. We are truly enthusiastic about all the progress everyone's making. And for those of you who are feeling stuck, don't rock the boat. Trust the frequency of the universe. It will lift you up beyond where you are now so that you can transform, transcend through whatever is the perceived condition or problem. We've got to trust the process. And each one of you has got a frequency adjustment to make happen. So think the happy thoughts, be positive, send out love, do random acts of kindness. Love is the power that is going to transform us all. Thank you so much for joining us this Wednesday night on Spiritually Speaking with Sarah. Visit my website, Sarah Spiritual, if you would like a personal session with me or learn about the products that I create. We welcome you at our center at 4047 Okeechobee Boulevard in West Palm Beach. Thank you all who have been listening. We are at, I think, 667 live shows. And this May will be 14 years on radio with all of you. We appreciate your calls, your input, and we truly love you. God bless you. And I am Sarah Spiritual.
Where to go? The world is different now. And people have lost their way. It's just not easy to be who we want to
This has been Spiritually Speaking with Sarah. You can hear and speak with Sarah Spiritual every Wednesday from 6:30 to 9 p.m. Each week, Sarah Spiritual and Spirit answer your most important questions as you navigate through life. Listen and call in next week and let Sarah Spiritual and Spirit guide you. If you didn't have a chance to speak with Sarah Spiritual tonight, visit Sarah at sarahspiritual.com. You can message Sarah Spiritual at Facebook and follow her on Instagram. Tune in every Wednesday from 6:30 to 9 p.m. with more from Spiritually Speaking with Sarah.
The opinions expressed on the preceding sponsored program were strictly those of its host, guests, and callers, and not necessarily those of this station, its staff, management, or sponsors.
WWNN AM Pompano Beach, WIRK HD3 Indiantown. Program